Hi Cancer, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for December 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I'm a little bit behind with the horoscopes, but today on the 2nd of December, something really wonderful happens, and I think that's why I'm actually able to do these horoscopes today. Jupiter is the lucky planet of good fortune and success. And it's an outer planet, so it's one of the big boys, and it stays in each sign of the zodiac for a year. So it's been in Sagittarius for the last year, the sign that it rules. And now, on the 2nd of December, it goes into Capricorn, and it stays in Capricorn until December 2020. It's in your 7th house of relationships, joining Venus, Saturn, and Pluto. So, what you're able to do, Cancer, is you're able to work on your relationships and to completely transform them for the better. Remember that you're powerless over people, places, and things. So it's not you forcing someone or bullying someone. It's you discussing things, having an open conversation, working through issues, and being able to take care and love the people you love in the way that you want to, without miscommunication. So December here, the beginning of December, is a really good time to get your point across in a crystal clear way. So if you're someone who's often misunderstood, stand up for yourself at the beginning of December. If in work you never make a peep, a sound, speak up, you have something to contribute. On the 9th of December, Mercury, the communication planet, that goes into Sagittarius in your 6th house. It joins the Sun, which is your identity, your solar plexus, and the transiting midheaven, which is work. So from the 9th, you're now thinking about how can I make my life better? How can I make my work better? How can I make my relationships better? How can I make my daily routine happier and more joyous? And how can I improve my health? So you're putting a lot on yourself here in Cancer. It's all, I'm working, I'm doing, I'm helping. Da, da, da. So give yourself a break, okay? Charity begins at home. Just ask yourself first, do you know what would make me really happy today? And if it's a movie and popcorn, go get a movie and popcorn. On the 12th, we have a full moon in Gemini. A full moon is when the moon is totally lit up and it lets go of all of its energy. Now, it's in Gemini at 23 degrees in your 12th house of spirituality and spiritual strength. So what you're able to achieve here on the 12th of December is spiritual freedom. You're able to make a connection with your higher self, with a higher power of your understanding, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Because if you look at Gemini, it's a Roman numeral 2, it's the twins, and it looks like a doorway. And that doorway is in your 12th house of spirituality, and 23 degrees is 5, freedom. So you're walking in to a perception of the world, of spirit, that you haven't had before, and you become spiritually liberated. So if you're totally atheist, be willing to see what's out there. If you already have some sort of a faith, really devote yourself to it today. You're going to get amazing answers. I really want to just give you a quick example. In the last couple of days, I have learned things about myself that completely change everything. I knew them up here about myself, but now I know them in here. I know and feel them. And that has now altered my vibration completely, I think, and I'm looking at things totally differently. So during this full moon, you have an opportunity to alter something that you're not happy with. On the 15th of December, we have Jupiter in Capricorn, and it trines, so it forms a harmonious relationship with Uranus, and that's in your 11th. So one of your hopes and dreams is going to come true, whether it's in relationships or work or with colleagues or promotion or your daily routine improves or you feel better in your physical self. One of your hopes and dreams in those areas come true. On the 20th of December, Venus moves into Aquarius, and that's in your 8th house. So you now start taking an interest in other people's work, and you look at how you could help them and support them. Try and support yourself first, okay? And really make sure that the balance is at least 50-50. You taking care of yourself as much as you take care of other people. On the 22nd, we have the winter solstice, and we have the sun going into Capricorn. All of that happens in your 7th house of relationships. And Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, the transiting midheaven, your work, and your sun, they're all sitting in that 7th house. So you identify through your relationships. And we don't do that. We don't get our self-esteem from other people. We get our self-esteem from in here. We don't identify ourselves as a result of what other people tell us. We identify ourselves, or we ought to, with what we tell ourselves about ourselves. That's how you take your power back. You don't believe everything you hear about yourself. You say, well, actually, no, I'm not this person. I'm someone completely different. Finally, on the 26th, we have a partial solar eclipse. And partial solar eclipses last for 6 months. So in 2020, from the 26th of December 2019 until June 2020, you're going to be able to let go of this need to constantly work and help other people. And instead, you're able to focus on yourself. Hooray, that's excellent news. Anyone who's codependent, you're able to liberate yourself. Anyone who constantly feels like, I have to do all my neighbors' shopping for them because they can't get out. Yeah, they can get out. They're just lazy and they just let you do it. So focus on yourself at least as much as you do on other people. Have a wonderful month here. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the front page reading button if you'd like to order a reading with me, or the shop tab. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, numerology, and my intuition, and I can answer any questions you have. So if you do have some questions that you'd like answers for, please get in touch with me via gregoryscott.com. If you like the video, hit subscribe and share it online. Check out some of my other videos on my channel. I do tarot and weekly horoscopes and all sorts of things. So have a look at that, and I'll speak to you soon.